I look at Jaxson Dart of the Giants. Look at the mentors he's had offensive. 3 years of Lane Kiffin and now Brian Daboll. When I watch him play, he is playing like he trusts his coaches. He's playing with a ton of confidence, sitting in the pocket, letting it rip. He looks great. Now, again, it's preseason. You can't make too much of it. The coach matters. And I think for Jaxson Dart, when I watch him, so Russell's going to start, but you got to feel good. I thought he was a bit of a reach in the first round. I felt like he was a mid-second round quarterback. He's really confident, and I think a ton of it is trust his coaches.
Rookie quarterback, we get to the AFC Championship game. Jaxson Dart is a better player, and he's a better athlete than Russell Wilson. Look, I understand there's going to be growing pains, but he is somebody that has energized this franchise. He understands what to do. And when you talk to the Giant organization, they're actually more thrilled what he's doing off the field than on the field. Russell Wilson, to me, is an athletically diminished player. He was sacked at a rate 31% above the league average. So is it going to be perfect from day one, Sam? Absolutely not. He will make mistakes. But a young, ascending Jaxson Dart is what the New York Giant franchise needs, because that'll make him better in November and December. Russell Wilson, who's had a good career, is clearly closer to the end.
The best rookie quarterback this season in the NFL is going to be Jaxson Dart. Believe it or not.
As much as I like Jaxson, I'll say not. And I think it's because of the fact that, look, we just don't talk about Cam Ward enough. Look, we talk about him, but Cam Ward, I think, is uniquely positioned right now to be one of the number one overall picks that we wind up going, I see exactly why he was picked number one overall. I think he has transformational ability in terms of his effect on this organization. You hear the stories coming out of there about how he is challenging established veterans who I wouldn't challenge to anything. Okay, I ain't saying anything to Jeffrey Simmons, let alone push him in the back.
Ever.
You know what I mean?
Ever.
Yeah. And this dude has no fear. He did it at Miami. It was a calculated move from Washington State to go to Miami because he knew people wanted to see if he could do it on the biggest stage. He is an alpha in every sense of the word, and the kid is super, super talented. And they've got some young pieces on the perimeter and an offensive line that they've invested a lot of money in and draft capital in. Tennessee's going to surprise. Brian Callahan, you've got a lot to work with. Yeah. And Cam Ward, I think, is going to have one of those seasons where we go, that's right. They made the right choice taking him number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats, because the NFL is being turned upside down. The New York Giants, a franchise battered by years of heartbreak, are standing on the cusp of a revolution. And it's all because of a 21-year-old rookie quarterback named Jaxson Dart, drafted 25th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft after a blockbuster trade with the Houston Texans. Dart isn't just a first-round pick, he's a tidal wave ready to crash through MetLife Stadium. In his preseason debut against the Jets, he carved up the defense with surgical precision, completing 14 of 16 passes for 137 yards, a touchdown, and a scorching 118 passer rating. That's not just a stat line, it's a battle cry to the entire league. At Ole Miss, Dart led the FBS with 4,279 passing yards in 2024, racked up 495 rushing yards, and threw 29 touchdowns. Per ESPN, his teammates call it swag. His coaches call it leadership. And Giants fans, they're calling it redemption. Assistant GM Brandon Brown said it best. He's got an aura, guys cling to him. This kid's got the arm to thread needles, the legs to outrun linebackers, and the fire to rally a fan base, starving for hope. From his electrifying runs to his pinpoint passes, Dart's already showing he's no ordinary rookie. But here's the question burning through the NFL. Is this young gun already outshining a Super Bowl champion? The drama in East Rutherford is electric, and it's about to set the league ablaze. A rookie stealing the spotlight is one thing, but can he dethrone a legend? Let's dive into the storm brewing in the Giants' quarterback room. Russell Wilson. The name alone evokes Super Bowl glory, clutch fourth-quarter heroics, and moonball miracles that once left defenses in the dust. But let's rip off the nostalgia. 2025 is a brutal reality check. At 36, Wilson's athleticism is fading faster than a New York sunset. Last season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was sacked 52 times, a staggering 31% above the league average, per Pro Football Focus. His 2024 stat line paints a grim picture: a 62.7% completion rate, just 17 touchdowns, and a career-low 6.11 yards per attempt. The Giants signed him to be the veteran anchor, the steady hand to guide a rebuilding franchise. But that hand is trembling. and the cracks are undeniable. Meanwhile, Jaxson Dart is soaring like a comet. In his preseason clash against the Bills, he went 1-2 for 19 for 154 yards and a touchdown, showing poise that defies his 21 years. Fans on X are sounding the alarm. One user tweeted, "Wilson's washed, Dart's the future." Another posted, "Russ can't move like he used to. Jackson's got that dog in him." The Giants' faithful are restless, and the whispers are turning into roars. Is Wilson's time up? This quarterback controversy is tearing through New York like a Category 5 hurricane, threatening to reshape the franchise's future. The clock's ticking on Wilson, and Dart's ready to seize the crown. The numbers tell a stark story, but the locker room holds the beating heart of this drama. What are Dart's teammates saying about their rookie sensation? Prepare to be floored. Giants Nation, brace yourselves. This is where the story gets raw, real, and downright inspiring. Jaxson Dart isn't just throwing lasers on the field. He's igniting a revolution in the locker room. Wide receiver Zach Pascal dropped a bombshell. "I ain't lying. He's as talented as I've seen. He makes throws I haven't seen veterans make." That's a 9-year NFL vet saying this kid's on a whole different planet. Pascal went deeper. Dart has the swag you want in a quarterback. When he makes a throw or breaks off a run, his energy trickles through the entire offense, making us believe we can do anything. Offensive lineman Jermaine Elumunor, who once blocked for Tom Brady, added fuel to the fire. Jaxson has this thing about him. You just want to play hard for him. You want to see him succeed. As an offensive lineman, it motivates me to lock down every defender to keep him safe. Defensive star Micah McFadden piled on, "He's a dog. He plays physical, makes great reads, and fits our style as a team." Dart's not just leading. He's forging a brotherhood. He's taken his linemen and receivers out for team dinners, building bonds that could carry this team to glory. Assistant GM Brandon Brown summed it up. Guys cling to him. He's the everyman connecting with linemen, receivers, DBs, young, old, vets. He's got that aura. Dante Turbo Miller said it gave him chills. The confidence he has in the huddle makes you believe that boy's about to dart it up. This isn't just a rookie, it's a movement. And Jaxson Dart is the beating heart. The locker room's rallying cry is deafening. But how does Dart stack up against the NFL's other rookie phenom? Brace yourself for the ultimate rookie showdown. Before we crown Jaxson Dart, the rookie king, there's another name shaking the NFL to its core. Cam Ward, the Tennessee Titans know. 1 overall pick in 2025. Ward's a firebrand, an alpha with a cannon arm, and the audacity to challenge All-Pro Jeffrey Simmons in practice. NFL Network reported Ward shoved Simmons during a heated moment, proving he's got no fear. His Miami highlights 3,846 yards and 34 touchdowns in 2024 show why he was the top pick. This kid's ready to remake Tennessee in his image, and Titans coach Brian Callahan raved about his transformational ability. But don't sleep on Jaxson Dart. At Ole Miss, he shattered Eli Manning's school record with 10,617 career passing yards and led the FBS with 4,279 yards in 2024, per ESPN. His 69.3% completion rate, 29 touchdowns, and 495 rushing yards scream versatility and precision. Ward may have the hype, but Dart's got the trust of elite coaches, 3 years under Lane Kiffin, and now Brian Daboll in New York. X is ablaze with debate. One fan tweeted, "Ward's flashy, but Dart's got heart and grit." Another wrote, "Cam's the #1 pick for a reason, but Jackson's outplaying him in camp." Giants running back Dante Turbo Miller said, "Jax's confidence in the huddle gives me chills." Titans players, meanwhile, call Ward fearless. So, who's the true rookie of the year? The brash Titan in Tennessee, or the relentless warrior in New York? The NFL's watching, and this battle's about to explode. The rookie showdown is a thriller. But what does Dart's rise mean for a franchise on the brink? Let's unpack the Giants' high-stakes gamble. The New York Giants are staring into the abyss, and the clock is ticking louder than ever. After a catastrophic 3-14 season in 2024, GM Joe Schoen and coach Brian Daboll are on the hottest of hot seats, with owner John Mara's patience hanging by a thread. Trading up to snag Jaxson Dart at no BX 25 was a bold, some say desperate, move. NFL Network's Daniel Jeremiah called it a reach, ranking Dart as the 131st prospect, a mid-second round talent at best. But the Giants saw a savior. a dual-threat quarterback with 4,279 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, and a Gator Bowl MVP in 2024. Assistant GM Brandon Brown can't stop raving. He's got swagger, an aura. Guys cling to him, from linemen to DBs, young to old. Dart's work ethic is legendary, recording voice memos to review plays, doing yoga with Jameis Winston, and hitting the weight room at 7:30 p.m. after practice. Lane Kiffin, his college coach, said Dart's preparation was unlike anything I've seen. Teammate Jermaine Illuminor added, "He's tough. He takes hits running downfield, gets back up, and gets hyped. That's how you win a locker room." If Dart stumbles, Showen and Dabble could be out the door by 2026. But if he shines, the Giants could storm back to the AFC Championship for the first time since 2011. This isn't just a season, it's a fight for a legacy. Giants Nation, are you ready to put your faith in Jaxson Dart? The stakes are sky high, and Dart's ready to answer the call. Before we sign off, we need your voice. Is Dart the savior the Giants need? Or is it too soon to believe? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep this fire alive.